Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sharing the Scoop. And today I have with me is Manisha Modi. So hi Manisha, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. So Manisha, can you please introduce yourself for our viewers?
Okay, so hi everyone. I've done my MMS from KJ Somaya. I went into KJ via CET and which and I scored 99.7 percentile. And before my MBA, I've done my bachelor's in BFM and I'm also a certified financial planner. I worked for a year as a certified financial planner and then I took a break to prepare for the entrance exams for a year. And then I gave a lot of exams like NMAT, CAT. Also, I attempted GMAT. And then finally, I settled in through CET.
Amazing, amazing. So Manisha, what made you, decide to go for the MBA program? Because you said that you are already, you have done your BFM, which is again related to finance. Then you are a CFP and you were practicing. Then what made you, to pursue MBA?
So my motivation to do MBA was not very different from others. Like it was obviously the pay package which I was receiving after my graduation was very, very low. And so of course my package was my first motivation. And also I said like the networking. The people you meet in your MBA college are way different and like they are completely different to what the people you meet in your degree college. So networking and placements were my motivation to do MBA.
Okay, okay. And how you used to manage your preparation, because you said that you were working and everything. So
Hmm.
how did you prepare for all these MBA entrances? Can you just give us some brief ideas, some strategies that you followed?
Okay. So initially, I did not. I was trying to manage both my work and my coaching classes, but then I realized my coaching was very difficult because being from a non-engineering background, it was very difficult for me to cope up with the studies because, like, even if I say right now, the most difficult part in my MBA was my preparation for my entrance exams. I started preparing for CAT, but then I realized I will have to quit my job and focus only on my studies and then practice. So initially I could say I was weak in maths and then I realized I thought I was good in verbal but then I realized no, I'm not. So I had to prepare for both. So I used to starting in the morning from like 5 straight from 7 to till 1 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 6 hours straight, then take a break and continue in the evening. So as a my sir in coaching classes told me you have to practice all the squares and cubes and tables. You should know all them by heart. So I started my interest in exam preparation with like my phone screen wallpaper was all the 2 squares and 3 squares and all their cubes and tables. I used to keep changing my wallpapers. So that's how I started preparing for my MBA.
Quite honest you are, I should say. But genuinely, I mean, these are the things you have to do what works for you, basically. And
Yes.
sometimes that may be, starting from such small things as well, like you said, cubes and tables and squares and etc.
Yes.
etc. Perfect,
So the
perfect.
perception was I thought I knew all this, but then I got a reality check. No, you do not.
Okay, okay. True, true. I mean, these exams are competitive exams. The things like you heard the names of the topic and you feel, oh, percentages here, oh, profit loss here,
Yes,
ये तो आता है
yes,
मुझे. So
exactly.
then
Huh.
that's what the reality is, very different, when you start actually solving. Very true, very
Yes, correct.
true. Okay, okay. And so you said that you prepared for so many exams basically, and finally got such a great score and settled in KJ Somaya. What was that experience like? I mean, apart from KJ Somaya, did you apply to any other colleges in MMS
Yes.
process?
No, not via MMS, but I did appear for NMAT, so I got selected for NMIMS Hyderabad. So I had a quite a different interview experience there. So there were three judges who were interviewing, and I was well prepared, I thought. But then the judges wouldn't have an eye contact with me. So I was very confused. Like I was confident, but then they wouldn't have any eye contact with me. So I was nervous. Like, are they not interested in me already, or I was trying to have a good conversation with them, and they were like, one of the judges was just yawning, the other was looking like sideways, and the other was just asking me like, and he was just sitting not interested completely. So I then even my motivation went low. I thought they are not interested. I thought now they might be interested. I kept going and going, but then the interview ended like in just 10-15 minutes. And then later when I like analyzed how the interview went, I realized that maybe this was their trick. Like they purposely acted not interested, and I got just into it. I did not realize that this was their main thing. So this was my
Sometimes,
a
yeah.
very different, yeah, a different interview experience which I had completely unexpected.
Okay, okay. And since you were preparing for all these exams, like you said, CAT and MAT, and then finally got through CET, what do you think? One particular or couple of particular aspects from your preparation which helped you to score so nicely in CET exam.
So, like in CT, we have four subjects: abstract, verbal, quants, and LR. So, I used to practice all the four, but then I realized I was really good in LR, logics, and verbal. So I started focusing on just LR first and then abstract, because time is of the essence in CET. You either have a quick answer or you just have to let go. So I realized my quants was not very great, so there was no use focusing on quants, because anyways we have to attempt around 200 questions in 150 minutes. And so that's how I prepared. Even while giving my mock test, I used to first attempt my LR and then go for the abstract, verbal, and then last was quants. I anyways did not have any time remaining for quants. So, and after my mock test, I used to analyze how well did I do in every chapter, like not in just one subject, but even in LR, which was the chapter that I need to practice on more, and which are the chapters that I should just let go, because letting go is the very difficult part. Because I always was like, no, I have to know the answer. How can I just let it go? But then in CT, just because of the time problem, you just have to learn how to let go and just focus on the answers that you can really do.
True,
So
true,
that was
true.
my one tip, like grasp a chapter which you know very well and just practice on that thing only.
ईगो पे नहीं लेना चाहिए.
You have to let go your ego.
True, true. I mean, I to tell, leave questions left, right, center. That's okay. You never know, if the paper is actually very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
also I wouldn't like I've seen a lot of my friends, like this strategy does work for them, but they go through the questionnaire first, like which are the answers I can attempt, and then go to the ones they cannot attempt at all, like the ones which will consume their time. For me, it was whichever questions come in, I will just solve it. If I can't, I'll just let it go. I wouldn't sit and look for the questions which I think would be easier for me to solve. Like whatever came in, I would just do it, solve it.
Of course, there are two ways to look at it. Yours was one way which worked for you,
Hmm.
and as you said,
Yes.
the other way worked for some other people as well. So basically, with the whole mock practice, you need to figure out which category that you belong to, and then work accordingly.
Yes.
Basically, amazing, amazing. And you have, I think, finished your MBA also now from KJ
Yes.
Somaya. So in your first year, how was your internship experience? Where did you intern, and what was the experience like?
So yes, that's the thing. I did not go for any internships. I opted out, and instead of the internship, I went for a summer exchange program in Germany. So instead of the
Oh,
internship for 2 months, my third trimester, like in KJ Somaya, we have 6 trimesters. So my third trimester and my internship was in Germany. So from March to July, I was there, because what I was of the thought process that like just one day we have a mail. We received a mail that we have internship programs, student exchange programs in different countries. Like there's Germany, there's Austria, there's US, and many other countries. So I was thinking, and like job to pura life bhar hi karna hai. You will never get such an opportunity ever again. So like we had a seat, like only 5 students were allowed to go, and in KJ Somaya we have 500 students in a year. So like there were around 1,000 students. I'm not sure how many applied, but I was in the waiting list. and I was just praying I don't want to do internship. I just want to get in the student exchange, because it would be a really, not just for my in from my MBA perspective, but from my own like a life perspective, I can say it would be a very different thing for me, and which it turned out to be.
Amazing, amazing.
So
Of course, you learn a lot about a new
yeah, so
culture, and
like there
that
were students from many countries, like from Netherlands, from Canada, from Brazil, and from Europe and China, Taiwan, and you meet so many people and you get to know their cultures and how is work life balance in their countries versus our countries, and what we can learn from them and apply it here. And there are so many different things to learn. So like it was a very, like from my MBA, if I recollect that what was the best thing I did, it was my student exchange.
amazing, amazing. And right now, where are you placed, and what is your job profile is like?
So right as of now, we have just given the title as management trainees. We'll be having training for 3 months, and my job will probably start from October, fingers crossed. And after the 3 months training, we'll be assigned our roles.
Okay,
So
and
as
where
of
are you
now,
placed?
I'm placed in L&T Finance.
Acha, L&T Finance. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Can you tell us some more insights about KJ Somaya, which only a student would tell us, and from outside we would not come to know.
Okay, so if I can say, KJ Somai is a totally student-driven college. So even the place com, the cultural festivals are there, the admission committee, there's everything is student driven. We have around 30 committees in our college, and I was a part of three. So I was in the SAF, which is the cultural committee where we organize the dandiyas and the freshers party, the farewell party, and the drama club.
All the
So
happening places basically.
yeah. So and yeah, basically, so it's a student-driven community. So I would say, I like, this is such an honest thing to say that my committee interviews were way, way, way difficult than my placement interviews. Yeah, the committee interviews prepared me for my placement. Like my committee, the interviewers used to grill us totally that why do you want this committee? You will be a part of so many other committees. So why this? How will you devote your time? How will you manage your time with your studies and the other committees? And like KJ Somaya from my place is 1.5 hours one side. So in a day, I used to travel. It used to take me around 2.5, 3 hours in just traveling. So so they used to ask me, how will you manage your time, your traveling and your studies and your other committees? And I had to be prepared with all the answers.
Correct,
So
correct.
well, in a way, they prepared me for my placements, and luckily, I was also one of the students who got placed a little earlier because of my student exchange. That helped me get an edge over my interview, and also these committees.
Of course, of course, of course. And who should target KJ Somaya? Ideally, is there any range that or some pointers that you can say out, because now that you have already been in the college for 2 years and you have seen different kind of people.
Hmm. So I would say that what I think, and I have heard from other people, the students who are in other colleges like SimSri or JVMS, it's all the education is more or less similar. It's basically how you interact with the teachers. It completely depends on you. So I would suggest KJ Somaya for the students who are a lot into other cultural activities, like you can say, as I said, the cultural committee, and we have a lot of, like, there's Moj, who's a uh, how can I say, the singing club, and there's the dance club, there's drama club, and then we have admission committee, we have alumni committee. So you get a lot of networking via these committees, and there are a lot of events happening. There's Toaster, there's Simser Toast Club. I'm not sure. So we have, in a month around, we have at least 3 or 4 events happening in our college. So that's a
Okay.
really, yeah. So you can, like, sometimes miss your lectures because as our teachers and our seniors used to say, a lot of learning happens outside your classrooms. So KJ
True,
Soma
true.
is for the ones who are looking for learnings outside your classroom.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Any pro tips, Manisha, for the students who are preparing this year for all their MBA entrances?
Um, it's a very small and simple tip. Just know your tables very well. Really, it helps a lot because even if you use Calc, you'll have to do very accurate calculations. But in CET, you have MCQs, as we all know. So even if you do all the calculations mentally, you get the answer more or less, which is the approximate answer. You can just click and go to your next question. So
Amazing.
yeah, the cube roots and the tables help a lot.
Amazing, amazing. So Manisha, it's been wonderful having you. Thank you so much for your time, and
Thank
all
you,
the
sir.
very best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, sir. It was good
Thank-
talking to you too.
Same here. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.